Welcome back to PSHE Year 9. So we are on lesson 3 of our managing change topic, and today we're going to build on some of the things that we talked about last lesson, where we were thinking about what emotions are normal, how to deal with those emotions, how to kind of keep a check on when you are just a little bit stressed or when you are experiencing things that are totally normal and when you are experiencing things that perhaps you might need some help with. So today we're going to look at healthy coping strategies, things that you can do during this time when you're away from perhaps your friends or some of your family, and some of the normal things that you would do to relieve stress or anxiety, and to make sure that you are feeling as good as you can and creating as good a routine as you possibly can. So, over the next 2 lessons, we are going to be looking at how we can manage difficult feelings or circumstances that might create those feelings. We are going to look at how social media can have a positive and a negative impact on your feelings and your circumstances. And we are going to start to think about positive ways to manage your emotions and know when and how to ask for help or support. The first activity I would like you to do then is to think about the things that we were doing last week on coping strategies, ways to cope with or manage the feelings, the emotions that you're having at the moment, and the feelings and emotions that you would be having at any other time when we're not in this kind of strange upside down situation. So I'd like you to make a mind map of all of the healthy coping strategies you can think of that could help someone manage their feelings and emotions. So this should take you no more than about 5 minutes, just on a piece of paper, plain or lined is fine, or you could type it out. Think of as many positive ways of coping with strong feelings or emotions as you can think of. If you're getting stuck, ask the people around you. Okay, so 2 questions here that I want us to think about. Number 1, is feeling intense emotions every now and again a problem? And when might intense emotions become a problem? Well, first of all, it's completely normal to feel intense emotions every now and again. Sometimes events happen, circumstances happen that make you feel incredibly strongly about something. It could be feeling absolutely furious that someone's just broken something of yours. It could be feeling like overwhelmed if something's just happened. It could be seeing something on the news that has really upset you or really frustrated you and having that kind of instant reaction. It's totally normal to have really strong feelings, positive or negative, sometimes. It's not a problem necessarily to be having to have those feelings. If you didn't have them, you wouldn't really be human. But when intense emotions might become a problem is if they feel like they are often having strong, intense emotions, that they feel like they don't necessarily have emotions that aren't intense, that they don't have days where they feel a bit happy or a little bit sad, but it's completely devastated or completely over the moon. And if they have no real reason, if they can't think of why they might be feeling upset or angry or outraged, then it may be time to speak to somebody else or look for some support or guidance somewhere else. What I want you to do to make it a bit easier to identify and to recognize when you're feeling emotions that are quote unquote normal and not normal is I would like you to have a look at resource 1, which is attached to Show My Homework. And I want you to read through it. It's a day in the life of Logan. And I want you to highlight everything that could have a positive or a negative impact on Logan's emotional well-being. So things that will make Logan feel good or not feel good. So you need to pause this video, highlight the things that might happen during Logan's day to make him feel positive or negative. And if you are stuck, there are a few prompt questions that might help you. So this should take you about 8 minutes at the most. What what I'd like you to do now is we're going to have a think about how we could help Logan. Everybody knows somebody who has days like this. You've probably had days like this. And if you have lots of days like this where it's up and down and it's a bit of a roller coaster, you might be feeling a bit kind of on edge. You might be feeling like these emotions that you're having are not normal, dare I say. So I'm going to show you a whole range of things that other people do to help them cope with their kind of extreme highs and extreme lows. And I want you to choose the 3 from this slide, from this page, that are going to be the most helpful to Logan. There's no right or wrong answer here because we don't know a lot about Logan. But if you were Logan, which of these do you think would work? So pause the video, write down the 3 most important ones, and you need to keep them safe for next lesson. So you can see there's a whole range of different ways that people deal with their emotions, from things that involve other people. Most of them are things that you can do yourself, so they are perfect for a time like now where you might not be around lots of other people. Some of them involve social media and actually reaching out to other people. Some of them involve just having some time on your own, having some time away from the things that make you stressed and make you feel anxious. Some of them will work for some people and some of them won't. But until you try them, you won't know. What I would like you to do with this work, please, is to keep this work safe. And I would like you to put it away ready for next week's lesson, because we are going to be continuing to talk about the same topic of how we can cope with our highs and lows. And I will see you next week.